Hello, and welcome back to Archean. This is going to be a bit of a different video, as I did not notice I was not recording any audio from my mic during this part. So I'm commenting on top of the video footage, and on top of that, as you can hear, I'm a bit sick, so I can't speak too much and quite as well. So what I'm trying to say with that mouse movement uh, is that I'm going to change how the crafting quantities work. Instead of directly crafting the number shown in the button, it will simply change a variable for how many of the item I will craft in the future. And naturally, I will also need a craft button to accompany this change. And I put a cancel button so that I can stop all craft in case of an emergence of the type. Oh no! I just asked my system to craft 1000 bubbleheads. Uh, I learned it from my experience. Next, there are the keyboard and numpad operations. For now, I'm just going to program the numpad to select an arbitrary value of crafts. Since we cannot see the arbitrary value in the bottom, I'll also put it below the craft button text. So to actually use the numpad, I made a few new bottom buttons. So settings for setting up the item quantities to be automatically crafted. So for example, always keep 2000 concrete blocks for me or something like that. Also the search function, which will come in a next episode, and it will be just to use the keyboard text as a search query for an item. For example, searching thruster and finding the big thruster to craft. And of course the numpad button, which will be the button that actually activates the use of the numpad number into the crafting system. Without it, only the buttons work, the UI buttons work. So that's the idea for setting up autocrafting. You simply click an item, a quantity for it, and set it, and that quantity will be saved in the program. So for example, the prior example of like 1000 concrete blocks, click 1000, click on concrete blocks set, and the program will keep it. Can't remember if in this episode I did the autocrafting. I don't believe I did. Next part, I guess, of this giant episode. And I thought this minus and plus sign was a better design, but you can let me know if I'm wrong or not. Also, thought the numpad continuously outputted the value you write in it, but I was wrong. You have to click the giant green arrow to send that value, and then that value is continuously sent. You can like read it afterwards, but functions quite well for the system, I would say. Also, don't worry, I realized the cancel button text was tiny later, and I fixed it. And that was it. Quite fast episode compared to the other ones, but again, I didn't have audio and I needed to voice over all of it while being sick, so it had to be short. Um, but yeah, this Saturday you will see the last part of this gigantic episode, the episode 7. Finally, I assure you that the next videos won't be as boring. As a matter of fact, I'm planning on much more interesting type of videos, but that's a conversation for another time. I hope you liked it, and see you next time.